Hello, students. So this is Design and Drafting 2 sketching lesson. So I'm going to present each week a short free class lessons. So before you come to the class, actual class may start 5 p.m. each week. And before the actual class, um, you need to study with this video. So this video will show you some of techniques. So that technique does not necessarily work in the classroom though. So each individual students may have different learning curve. So today I'm going to introduce you about sketching. So how we can use sketching in Fusion 360. So this is our learning objective. So this week we are learning about how to sketch in Fusion 360, and then we are learning about creating a sketch with using there are many sketching elements such as line, circle, rectangle, arc, polygon, ellipse, slot, and splines. So those are basic elements. So we are using some of them, and then also not just pre-class meeting. So you will learn about inference and constraints. So these are very helpful function in CAD software. All right, so before we get started, I wanna you check your setting and then unit. So in this class, we are using basically int as a basic. So you can find your preference just below your count, and then find units and then change to int. So these are simple conversions about imperial to matrix. So, but basically we are using int. But later, if you work with the other types of units, you can change the units, right? All right, so I wanted to simplify my lesson, pre-class lesson. So your goal is designing this one. This is key. So we are designing a key. This is our goal. And to design this one, we are using a new sketch, and then we practice circle and lines. Okay? All right, so this is the Fusion 360 screen. So I'm going to, yep. So we are using this in Fusion 360. You may have the same or similar the screen view. So the sketch is a function you draw 2D dimensional shapes. So this, if you move mouse to here, this is sketch. Then you will see what is sketch. So sketch is using geometry profile and then create your 2D image. Then later you can convert 2D to 3D. But this week we are just focusing on sketch. Okay. So if you click this button, and then that will show the coordination. So plane x, this is x y, y g, x g, and then x g plane. So we're gonna use x y plane. So but simple, okay? So click this one, okay? And then they change to 2D dimensional, so top view. So this is the same. But basically, when you click Start Sketch, that the view automatically moved to top view because you selected this top X and Y plane. So keep in mind, we are drawing 2D sketch. So that's why automatically they change to top view. All right. So you can change your view, but working on top view is much easier and much more visible with your sketch. So there are many sketching items. So line, rectangle, circle, some spline. So we'll practice some of the sketch. So and then I will give you the rest of use of the sketch. to you. So there are many sketching elements. So first one is line. Just, you can press L or click this menu or click L, then we start line. So line is just basically drawing line. So like this, this. You can keep moving your mouse and then draw mouse. So while you're drawing lines, you will see dimensions here. So you can type numerical number for the dimension, such as 2 inch, the change. And then if you click tab button, you can change it, the angle. So 90 degree, so we can change like 270 degree or what, 60 degree, right? Yeah, we can change the angle, right? And if you finish the drawing lines, you can go to here button and click, or you can click enter button, keyboard enter button. Then you draw this line, right? This is your lines. So I'm going to repeat this process. So go to line, click, and then set a starting point, whatever, that's okay, whatever you start. So click, and then extend your mouse, and then see your dimensions, and then draw lines. So yeah. So I draw this object, but if you take a look at this object, all lines did not connect it all. So this is open sketch. So to make a shape, you need to connect all the lines like this. Then you see the darker area. This is surface. So I will show you again. So this is open shapes. So that means you haven't yet created any shapes, actual object. You just connect the lines. To make a shapes, you need to connect like this, and you made a shapes, right? So we can use these shapes to make your actual 3D object. So if you finish the sketch, you can click this button, and you finished. You draw this sketch. So using your sketch, you can extrude like this, or you can add other objects in here. All right. So this is sketch. So you'll be maybe something amazed because you changed the system changed the menu button, because this is how can I say, this is a Fusion 3 object view. But before you saw that the sketch menus, if you want to go back to sketch menu, you can click sketch, and then you can add another sketch, right? So every single time you start new sketch, the menu will show you where you draw the sketch. So you can start Y and G plane or X and G plane. So it's up to you. Or you can sketch on a planar surface, planar space. Okay. So I'm gonna add one more sketch here. Click, and then you're adding new sketch. So because I created a new sketch, this one I previously selected draw sketch is different one. So we are creating new sketch. Okay, so let's use this one, circle, and circle is also similar. So you can select a center point and extend the mouse, and then you can draw a circle. And then if you finish the circle drawing, click enter, then you made a circle, right? This one. And if you want to move your sketch, you can click the center, and then you can move your location, right? And then you can drag in and drag out, so you can change the size, right? This is the circle. Also, you'll see the other sketchy item menus, so you can practice. So such as rectangle, this is very intuitive. So set up first corner, and then end corner, make one sketch, and then spline. Spline is a smoother lines. So we can connect the lines, then automatically make a smooth object like this. This is sketch. And then there are many other things such as arc. So I just arc has also had many types of arc. So same arc, but there are many ways to draw arc. So such as 3-point arc is drawing with center, point center, and then two. Oh yeah, so this is this start and end point, and then make a arc. And then other types of arc, center point arc that I mentioned. So make a center area, center point, and then other two start and end arc that create arc. So right, and also you can connect other sketching such as arc with lines. Then create this one like this, or you can overlap circle over a rectangle or circle like this, right? These are sketch. Yep. So all right, so you can just use other. You can practice other sketches, sketching shapes. So let's go back to our lesson objects. So we want to create this one, right? This key. So I just ignore the dimensions, but I just focus on the shapes. So and then let's draw this one. Right, I'm going to start new drawing, new design, and then let's save this file week 4 key design and save. The name is key design, and we are starting sketch. So where we start, right? So go to the sketch menu, create sketch, and click, and then select XY plane. All right, and let's take a look at this sketch design. So sketch has a head and the actual key areas, right? And then the key holder hole. Okay, so we are creating this one. So we need to have key head. So from the center, and let's just say this is 2 inch. That's all right. Click, enter, and you create 2-inch key. And then we want to make the shapes of key. So using lines, and then you can start from zoom in, and you'll see the more detailed view, and click line, and then start from a position and select and extend. Let's do this like 4 inch. Just click and then connect more lines like this, and then you can randomly create the key shapes, right? And then go back to the circle. Yes. All right. So once you create the circle and then connect to all the shapes, then you should see the dark area. So accidentally your lines does not meet the actual circle, then you may not able to see the darker area. So you should see connect line the circle, right? That's it. And then what's the next? So next step will be creating a hole, right? I'm gonna use another circle here, but let's finish first here. So you can just finish the sketch button, right? Sketch, finish the sketch, and then click house button, house image, and you will see, so you have two shapes, so this one and this one. So but the Fusion 360 will adjust this one because we want to extrude this one, right? Yeah, but we want to make a all connected window, connected key. So we don't want this one, so, right? So go back, and then you need to edit the sketch. So here, click mouse right click, and you will see edit sketch button, right? Edit sketch, start again. So whatever is here, edit sketch, and we may not want to dislike these areas, right? So we can cut this area. So by selecting modify and trim, right? Right. So maybe let's see here. Right. So there are many ways to fix this one. So one way is, all right. So you will see this areas, the red area. Go to break, and because this line is all one circle, so we want to break this circle line here to delete it inside this area, this small line. So go to break, and the break menu, that function break this whole circle to arc, this arc, big arc and small arc, okay? Then if you move mouse to this area, and you will see X button, and then click, and this area was broken down from this whole circle, right? And then next, you can trim and click this red area, and yep. And then this is whole, we made a whole sketch, whole key shapes. Yeah, we are ready to extrude this key. So finish sketch, and then extrude. To extrude, you need to see 3D view. So select this house button, and you should see this button. So you can extend this one, and let's just say 0.2 inch, and click. Yep, this is our key. And then what's the next? We should make a hole, right? So we need to draw a hole, right? So you may need to have one more sketch. So you can create new sketch, click, and then you can select the basic plane. But also we can draw this new sketch on this face, top face, right? So if you move mouse, you see the dark area, and then click this area, and then to make a hole, click circle, and then click certain position, and then make a circle, such as point A, and click, and that's it. We created the circle. and finish sketch. And then we want to delete this one. So we are using extrude button function. So we use this extrude to make the 3D view of this key, but as same way we can extrude this by negative way and then make hole. So we can make this bump on top of a key, but we can drag it down, then we can create hole, right? So the thickness of the key was 0.2, so we can 0.2 and click enter, and you can see this key that made a hole, right? All right, this is our first project. So there are many ways to create this hole, but that was one example. All right, thank you for watching.